If you've spent years watching trucks thunder down the highway, you might think you've seen them all. The modern monsters, the chrome-covered showpieces, and the workhorses that never quit. But hidden behind that everyday fleet is a forgotten chapter of American engineering. A lineup of trucks so rare that even lifelong truckers have only heard whispers about them. Today, we're stepping back into history and resurrecting 7 of the rarest, most iconic American trucks ever crafted. Machines that shaped industries, created legends, and disappeared long before the spotlight found them. These aren't just vehicles, they're artifacts. They're proof of an era where trucks were built with grit, muscle, and personality. Let's bring them back to life. Number 7. Autocar DC100T. Our journey begins in the 1960s with a truck almost nobody talks about. The Autocar DC100T, a machine so uncommon that spotting one today feels like winning the trucking lottery. What made this truck special was its cab-forward design, a radical idea at the time. Instead of stretching out behind a long hood, the driver sat forward, right above the engine, giving them a panoramic view of the road. For maneuvering tight job sites or threading through narrow industrial yards, that extra visibility was gold. But its beauty wasn't only on the surface. The DC100T was a heavy-duty warrior built for serious punishment. Whether hauling stone, lumber, equipment, or rough industrial loads, this truck handled it with stubborn reliability. Its diesel engine, paired with a beefy transmission system, gave it the torque needed to muscle through jobs that would crush lesser trucks. Fuel efficiency wasn't its strong point, but back then, no one cared. This was a truck built with one philosophy: get the job done, no excuses. Low production numbers mean very few survived. If you stumble across one today, consider yourself among the lucky few who've witnessed a true relic of American trucking. Number 6. Mack B61. Next, we shift to 1953 when Mack Trucks unveiled a machine that would become an icon, the Mack B61. If the Autocar was a hidden treasure, the B61 was the truck that built America's highways. It was Mack's first diesel-powered model, which was a game-changer at the time. Diesel brought more torque, better efficiency, and longer life. Everything long-haul trucking desperately needed. Durability was the B61's superpower. This truck wasn't just strong, it was nearly indestructible. Farmers used it. Cross-country drivers trusted it. Construction crews swore by it. You could rack up hundreds of thousands of miles and the B61 would keep barking down the road like nothing happened. Its design was instantly recognizable in the proud bulldog hood ornament, the squared-off fenders, and the rugged stance that screamed toughness. Even more impressive, the B61 delivered surprisingly good fuel economy for its era, making it practical long before efficiency became a buzzword. By the late 1960s, technology moved on, and the B61 quietly left the production line. Today, pristine models sell for huge sums at auctions. They're rare, cherished, and still regarded as one of the greatest American trucks ever made. Number 5. Peterbilt 351. Now let's visit a truck that collectors practically fight over. The Peterbilt 351, built from 1954 to 1976. You can see why people adore it at first glance. That long hood, sharp lines, and unmistakable Peterbilt presence. This was the era when manufacturers cared about style as much as performance. And the 351 is proof. But looks weren't its only claim to fame. The engineers at Peterbilt focused heavily on weight distribution, giving the truck remarkable stability even under heavy loads. This made long-haul driving safer, smoother, and less punishing for drivers. The 351 came with multiple diesel engine options, each offering a solid mix of power and economy. Inside, it offered better comfort, more visibility, and improved ergonomics compared to its competitors. A luxury in the trucking world back then. More than 7,000 units were built, which sounds like a lot until you consider how many have been retired, wrecked, or restored beyond recognition. Spotting a clean, working 351 today is a rare treat. It remains one of the most beautiful, iconic, and historically important trucks in American history. Number 4. International Harvester R200. In the early 1950s, International Harvester released a truck that didn't try to be flashy. It simply tried to be perfectly reliable. The IHR 200 became the go-to truck for farms, delivery companies, construction crews, and small businesses across America. Its biggest strength? Simplicity. The R200 wasn't built for bragging rights. It was built to start every morning, run all day, and refuse to die. The diesel engine was easy to maintain, parts were widely available, and the design made repairs quick and straightforward. A mechanic's dream. It handled whatever you threw at it. Crops, livestock, tools, equipment, produce, lumber, you name it. It delivered reasonable fuel economy for its time and performed consistently across industries. But as trucking evolved and specialized vehicles took over, the R200 was slowly pushed aside. Few remain today, and those that survive are treasured by restorers who appreciate simple machines that never let you down. Number 3. Ford C-Series. The Ford C-Series deserves a place in the Trucking Hall of Fame simply for longevity. Produced from 1957 to 1990, over 33 years, this truck became one of the most versatile platforms in American history. Its cab-over design gave it a shorter wheelbase, better maneuverability, excellent visibility. That made it perfect for cities where delivery trucks, fire trucks, and utility fleets needed quick turns and tight navigation. Municipalities loved it. Fire departments relied on it. Delivery companies used it for decades. Its adaptability was unmatched. You could mount dozens of different body types on the same chassis. The C-Series came mostly with V8 engines, focusing on torque and reliability rather than fuel savings. It wasn't the most economical truck, but it was famously dependable. Decades after production ended, you can still find one working in rural areas, proving how durable these machines were. Number 2. Autocar A64. The Autocar. A64, introduced in the 1970s, wasn't built to impress anyone with looks. This truck was built for one thing: survival in brutal conditions. Construction companies, mining crews, and industrial operators loved the A64 because it didn't complain. It tackled rough terrain, pulled heavy loads, and shrugged off tough weather like nothing. The diesel engine was overbuilt and understressed, giving it an incredibly long lifespan. While it wasn't fast or glamorous, it was easy to repair, easy to service, and nearly impossible to break. As industries shifted toward modern, specialized machines, the A64 was eventually retired. But among fans of old-school trucking, it still represents a time when trucks were made with pure mechanical strength, not electronics and sensors. Number 1. GMC WG64. Finally, we reach one of the most unusual trucks on the list, the GMC WG64, built in the early 1990s. This truck had one specific job: hauling dry fertilizer. That's right, a truck built for one agricultural purpose became one of the rarest machines of its time. Equipped with a strong Cat diesel engine, the WG64 delivered enormous torque for moving heavy, dense loads. Its rugged frame was designed to operate in rough farm conditions where soft soil, mud, and uneven terrain were common. But because it was so specialized, its lifespan was short. As farming equipment evolved, the demand for trucks like the WG64 shrank. Today, very few remain, and those who know its history appreciate it as a rare oddball from a unique era of trucking. And there you have it. 7 of the rarest American trucks ever built. Machines that didn't just move cargo, they moved history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into forgotten giants of the road, do me a huge favor. Hit that like and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep the wheels turning, stay safe on the road, and I'll see you in the next one.